Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you what my favourites have been lately. If you'd like to know what I've been loving, please keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Ange and thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I like to share tips and reviews to help you be fab over 50. If that sounds like you, you may consider clicking on the subscribe button down below so you can see more videos from me. So in this video I'm going to share with you my favourites of late. At the beginning of the year I said I was hoping to post monthly favourites so that I would get a video out every month on my favourites for the month. I'm finding that a struggle, so I'm probably doing them every second month only because I get favourites and I just love them and I use them over and over and over again. So I don't really have enough of new favourites to share with you on a monthly basis, so I think I'll stick to bi-monthly and just show you the few newer things that I have been loving of late. Otherwise my favourites videos are going to be the same every month because I fall in love with the product, and that is that. It's in my tops list. So let's see what I've been enjoying lately. First off, I'm going to start with the beauty related items. And in a video that I did very recently, I shared with you that I had discovered stick-on nails. Now today's nails are a sort of a French look with a pale pink, but these are so easy to apply. I will leave a link to the video that I put up just up here, and I apply them with the adhesive stickies that come in the packet with the nails. So the adhesive stickies come with the nails. They come in a box that also has glue in as well, but I pick up the nails that have the adhesive stickies so that I can apply them. I have a variety of designs in my box of goodies here. I just buy the odd different design every now and then and add them, but because I'm using the adhesive stickies rather than glue, I just take the adhesive sticky off the back of the nail, pop them back in my little box, and I can reuse them depending on what flavour I feel like at the time. So I am really loving those. I can't grow my nails and I have given up on the whole acrylic route because they were just wrecking my natural nails far beyond what was there anyway. So I am very happy. I feel more feminine with beautiful nails. I do have, well, I feel I have quite masculine hands, and without nice nails I just don't feel like a lady. And so by having nice nails on the tips of my strong hands, I feel a little bit more feminine. Makeup wise, I recently have acquired this to my stash, and I mentioned this in my recent purchases video, which was just loaded prior to this video, but I have been loving my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I had used it in the past with just samples and found it too luminous and dewy for my skin because I do have oily combination skin. I'm finding with either the skincare regime that I'm using at the moment, or maybe I'm just balancing out a little bit more. I had a sample of this in a wee sachet, thank goodness, because it is a toad of a foundation to try and match for yourself online. So the sample worked out really good and I decided to buy the full size. I'm so pleased I did. It is a great alternative to my Prarie cellular foundation, which is my going out foundation only because it is so super expensive, but I find this is a beautiful everyday beautiful finish foundation as an alternative. I mentioned this in my recent purchases haul as well, and prior to this I was using the Drunk Elephant sunscreen for my face, but I have found this brand Tizo3, and Dr. Mona Vand on YouTube recommends this as a really good for you mineral sunscreen. So I found a beauty therapist here in Christchurch that sells this brand, so I went and grabbed some, and I'm really impressed with this. This is a great sunscreen with titanium and zinc oxides. It works as a primer under your foundation as well, and my foundation sits really beautifully on top of it. I wear a sunscreen every day, and so finding a really good mineral sunscreen has been something that's pleased me really quite well. I worded that really wrong, but you know what I mean. 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have been loving. I'm going to do this one first because it's the one I've used the most since having it. It is the Natasha Denona Biba or Barbecue palette. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep saying that every time I mention it because I can't help it. Love this palette, and oh my god. That's annoyed me no end. Wow. Oh my gosh, and it's so soft. How am I supposed to get it back in? So that's the black spot that has just fallen out of there onto the mirror. And that has just fallen straight out of the pan. Bugger. So it's left a mess all over me. I will not tip that up again. It's left a mess all over my mirror, and I'm going to have to be super careful with that. I'm going to go and clean myself up. So I'm going to have to take to the cover now with some cleaner because it's all over that now. Well, I'm glad that happened now. I wished it hadn't happened at all. That's really bummed me out. But I would have definitely have used this as a travel palette because the colours in here are just divine, but obviously that is not an option. And now I don't think I'll take any Natasha Denona palettes with me when I travel in case that happens and my palette gets wrecked. So they're obviously at home palettes only. A bit gutted about that. My next palette is also a Natasha Denona palette. I'm still grumpy about that last one. But I haven't had this as long, but this is the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I have done a tutorial with this palette. I've done a tutorial with the Biba palette too, so I will leave links to the Biba palette and I will leave a link to the tutorial I did with this Sunrise palette. But I love the beautiful tones in here. I hope these don't fall out and do what just happened then. A bit sad. A skincare product that I have really been enjoying, and this is a really affordable product, and that is the COSRX Galactomyces 95 Tone Balancing Essence. This is such a hydrating, a beautiful essence. I use this in the morning and the evening. I will cleanse, tone. In the morning it's cleanse and acetone. Then I go in with a few drops of this on my hand and spread it over my face, just patting it in. And in the evening I go double cleanse, tone with a more gentle toner, and I will use this again in the evening as well. It is beautiful for adding hydration to the skin, super affordable. You can get it from Yes Style, and it is a product that I will repurchase for affordability. I am going to try out the Tatcha essence as well, but I will keep this in my rotation to break it up because the Tatcha one's probably 4 or 5 times more expensive than this one, so I would use the 2 and maybe use one in the morning and one in the evening, but I can highly recommend this COSRX Essence Toner. Items now that are not beauty related, but I love them, and I don't normally do this in my favourites, but I recently purchased, and I'm going to have to scoot right back, I recently purchased this beautiful waterfall style jacket in cream. Highly unlike me, as I am a true black clothing girl, so this beautiful colour absolutely love. I will leave a clip of me wearing this last weekend when I went out with friends and my hubby, and I loved the look with this jacket. My son was quite impressed as well. And then I also have in that photo, I bought a new pair of winter boots. Now these are a beautiful boot. They are by Wonders, and they are made with love, it says on the bottom, made with love in Spain. The leather on these boots are phenomenal. I don't wear shoes that aren't made of leather. I have a very wide and a very flat foot, and anything that is not leather and that can mold to my foot can be very, very uncomfortable. So all my shoes are leather for my comfort value, and I just thought these were stunning. My next favourite is something that I just finished watching the series. Now I download the series because it's not on our TVs here in New Zealand that I am aware of, but it is Project Runway, and I watched the last series, and oh my gosh, I couldn't wait for it Friday night when it would come up and I could download it and watch it. So it was my Friday night guilty pleasure, and absolutely loved the last series. I have watched every series of Project Runway. I've watched every series of Project Runway All-Stars, and I even enjoyed the junior version. Oh my gosh, the junior version. They were phenomenally talented. I would like just 10%, I'm not asking a lot, 10% of the talent that those people have to envisage something that they can make in such a short amount of time and create such beautiful, beautiful clothing. I'm in awe of their talent, and I just love that program. It's probably, yeah, it's one program a week that I would keep going online thinking, has it come in yet, has it come in yet? And I am sad to see that I watched the final, but I was absolutely wrapped with who won it and loved every minute of that season. Now I have 2 things to talk about that I'm really, really disappointed in this month. Now the first one is a makeup product, and this was talked about in my recent purchases. I have had it for about a month now, have used it quite regularly with different primers, with different applications, and I hate it. Hate it. I should have been a wee bit wary of it because the concealer version of it doesn't play nicely with me either. But I had heard some people say that this was really fantastic, and it is the Tarte Face Tape Foundation. It just was a cakey mess on me, made me look older, looked dreadful. I'd hate to think what some of the people I work with thought of when I was trying this out, because I was wearing it to work. I don't get a lot of other chances to try different things out, and I do experiment with my makeup that I wear to work, and for the whole week or 2 that I wore this, I looked a mess. So don't like that. The concealer I have kept because I use it as my eyeshadow setting that I use, or eyeshadow primer. That's what I use that for now, but on my face, cakey, makes me look old, and who wants to look older than they need to? So a big no for me. Big yes with the Luminous Silk. You do look beautiful with this. And the other thing that I really am disappointed in, and it's all the damn drama on YouTube. I am not going to go into any of it because I'm not adding to it, but I am just disappointed that, especially in the beauty niche, that things are so dramatic, can get so nasty, can just bring everyone down. It's just makeup. It's supposed to be beauty, and for someone like Mel Thompson and Kelsey Brianna J, who are just tremendous YouTubers who do nothing but are honest, who are wonderful resources for tutorials, for product reviews, who are obviously super honest, for the hate and the backlash that they received on their channel over somebody else's drama. And I'm not disappointed in where it originated from. I'm disappointed in all the subscribers and the viewers that could say such hurtful, hateful, horrible things to people when it is just makeup. I would like to see more positivity. It is something that I truly enjoy in the mature beauty arena. The people that I watch are just beautiful, wonderful people. That goes for Mel, as you know, Mel and Kelsey, and there are lots of non-mature beauty people out there who really do have beautiful souls, and that comes across in their videos. I just don't like seeing nice people cop the abuse that they did, and I would like to see more positivity on the YouTube platform, a lot less hate, a lot less nastiness, and can we just not do the drama? It's supposed to be the beauty community, and I commend the people that I watch in the mature beauty community for keeping it real, for having class, for having positivity, and that is what I look forward to watching on YouTube on a regular basis. And I'm just really hugely disappointed that the drama and the negativity has been showing up on my YouTube feed. I am clicking through it, don't want to know about it. Obviously, I've seen a couple of things where it surprised me when Mel and Kelsey had to speak up in their own defence, and I think that's abysmal. I don't think they should have to, and I would just like to see it all go away. I'm sorry I ended in such a negative note, but I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you know, does it bug you, or are you intrigued with what goes on? I myself would just like to see it all go away. Okay guys, so they were my faves and fails. I had a lot more faves than I did my 2 fails, so that is a positive. And if you enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. Please don't forget to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you've been loving. I would like to know if you try to avoid the drama on YouTube, and you know, do you manage to do so successfully? I would like to hear that in the comments down below. If you would like to see any more videos from me, please feel free to tap or click on the links here and you'll be taken to more videos from me. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day. Stay positive, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. See you later guys. Bye.